So what is dark feminine energy? Dark feminine energy is some of the most important and most potent feminine energy there is. And I mean, if we're really being honest, dark feminine energy is the essence of feminine energy itself. Just like the sun, we also have the moon, and just like the day, we have night. And in the nighttime, where the moon shines bright or it doesn't shine at all, we all witness the power and the relaxation of the darkness. Darkness does not automatically equate to evil. Darkness just simply means things that are not clearly seen, the unseen realm, the hidden parts of life. Dark feminine energy, the yin and the yang, is the most receptive energy there is. Just like the black hole that exists in outer space, it pulls in everything that it wants with no mercy. And the black hole is supreme magnetism. Dark feminine energy holds the very key power and essence of a woman, of feminine energy and femininity itself. This is the same power that has been tried to be suppressed by patriarchal systems and stuff, and this power is centered in the concepts and themes of sensuality, seduction, sexuality, intuition, mysticism, and chaos. And that's basically, in a nutshell, what dark feminine energy is. The most powerful and magnetic energy on Earth. Just as we look into space and we study science and what space has to say about darkness, light is everything that we can see with our eyes. However, the light only makes up 5% of what is seen by the naked eye. The rest of it, 95% of this universe, is dark matter and dark energy. The same energy that no one really understands. It's mysterious. And it's the energy that expands this universe. And this is the power of feminine energy. As a matter of fact, like I said before, dark feminine energy is kind of being redundant because feminine energy itself is darkness. Yes, you want to say there's a thing like there's a light feminine energy and a dark feminine energy, but really it's all nuances. Because feminine energy at its core is dark, is mysterious, is hidden, is magnetic, is loving, but also can be chaotic and emotional. All right, but Jalen, why should we care? Why should we care about dark feminine energy? Here's why. The more that you connect with your dark feminine energy, the more that you connect with your true power as a woman. And this power, like I said before, is riddled in receptivity. Now, receptivity is a concept that I talk about in a lot of different videos that I've made in the past. But receptivity is the ability to take things in, to pull things towards you, to receive intuition, to receive downloads, to take things into you that you want, right? So receptivity, the ability for something to be able to penetrate you deeply. Receptivity, the ability to let things penetrate you and seep into your pores. The more that you have receptivity, the more feminine energy you will radiate. And when you radiate feminine energy, people need to be around you because you make them naturally feel safe, because you have this natural oozing sexual appeal that doesn't have to radiate with like what you're wearing or how you're dressing. It's literally in your auric field. It's the thing that just draws people towards you. And when people come in contact with your presence, they just want to, they don't want to go. They don't want to go anywhere else. When you understand your dark feminine energy, you learn how to manifest and what manifestation really means. Manifestation is centered in the ability to tap into the power of your subconscious mind. Once again, that 95% rule again coming about. 95% of your brain power is all subconscious. And subconscious represents all the things and the parts of the subconscious mind that you are just not aware of within yourself. Just like you're breathing right now, you don't have to tell yourself to breathe, you're just naturally breathing. Just like you learned how to drive, you get in the car and you naturally drive. And sometimes you just naturally just know where you're going, you don't have to think about it too much. That's basically what your subconscious is. All of the different parts of you that are naturally programmed in your being. So when you tap into your dark feminine energy, you tap into your ability to reprogram your subconscious mind for the sake of getting what you want. Because the subconscious mind is the unseen realm. Darkness is things that cannot be seen. So tapping into your dark feminine energy means tapping into unseen forces, the matter of the universe, the unseen matter of the universe, and bending it to your will with permission from God. Because you are representing and understanding the divinity within you. So I hope that didn't go over your head. Magnetism has no choice to come when you are tapped into your dark feminine energy, which is your feminine energy. And it's not an evil thing. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it could be triggering to other people, because when we live in a world that says you're not allowed to get what you want, that life needs to be hard and life is hard and you have to hustle for everything, and then when you see a woman who just kind of like walks into success, you're like, what the freaking crap, man? I'm working so hard. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you so pretty? Why do you get everything? And people might be a little triggered by that, but then other people will actually be inspired by it, and they want to learn more about you, and they want to understand you more. Like, what are you doing differently than I am? So you'll find that a lot of the times you'll either be an inspiration for people, and sometimes you can trigger people, but still, even when you trigger people, you are doing them a favor. Because you are giving them the mirror to themselves and getting them to finally see the insecurities that they have within so that they can actually start their healing journey. And that is dark feminine energy. It is the power of a mirror. It is the power of reflection. It is the power of magnetism. And it is the power of power itself. And it is the power of being able to be an alchemist, a mystic, a manifester, whatever you want to call it, and being able to get what you want in this world, and understanding that you only live once in this particular incarnation. So while you're here, let's make it juicy and delicious. All right, so now I know what you're thinking. How do you do it? How do you actually connect with your dark feminine energy? Let's talk about it. So the first things first, you definitely want to get into meditation. Meditation is so powerful because when you learn how to meditate, you learn how to get into the power of the depths of your subconscious. But what I highly recommend is meditating in the dark. And all my students who have taken my Psychic Secrets of Seduction, my Feminine Seduction course, have literally can attest to my work when I say meditate in the dark. Get in tune with the dark. You know, we're programmed to be afraid and to be scared of the dark. We think that bad things are going to happen at night, and that full moons and everything are crazy and all these bad things. But what people don't realize is the bad things only happen when we suppress our demons, when we fail to do shadow work, and when we constantly suppress our emotions. We don't look at the negative sides of ourselves. We don't see how we can be jealous or envious, or we can be a little bit rude or judgmental to other people, and that we kind of feel a little bit mad that our dad didn't choose us over our sister or whatever. We have these things that are not acceptable, and then we end up suppressing. We have these insecurities, we suppress, and now when we're in the dark and when we're by ourselves, and when we're laying at bed at night and we're just sitting with ourselves, all those things finally can actually come about because we're still. Be still, for know I am God. But when you actually become still and you sit in the night sky, that's when everything is clear. There's no running from yourself anymore. There's no running from your insecurities. There's no running from your negative thoughts. There's no running from your negative feelings. There's no running from those feelings that you're not so proud of and those thoughts that you're kind of afraid of having, because the feminine brings it all up to the surface of your unconscious, all the gunk from your unconscious. So don't be afraid of the dark. However, through meditation and journaling, you want to learn how to own your shadow side and how to integrate your shadow side, to not judge your shadow side, but to do the inner work around it and to just release those negative emotions. And you simply do that by actually feeling them. Literally, if I have a triggering emotion, I get into the dark room, I close my eyes, and instead of suppressing that emotion and pretending like it's not there, I just sit with it. I feel it. I feel where it is in my body. And then after a while of just being present with that emotion and just observing it, it naturally goes away. And now that part of me that was so afraid is now integrated into my system. So now what happens when people come around me, they feel that. They feel that in my energy, that I am not afraid to see the darkest sides of myself. So if I'm not afraid to see that within me, then they also have the ability to do that within them. So there's a certain level of safety and vulnerability that is irresistible to people, because the more that you go deep within yourself and you heal yourself, other people will feel safer around you and they're not going to know why. And that safety, that feeling of just like, I want to be around you, I feel comfortable around you, that is feminine energy. But you get there by doing inner work. And if you don't know how to do your inner work, join RGC, Rich Goddess Club, subscribe to the club. You get access to a bunch of courses, but take Goddess of Worth to do your inner work. Literally deep stuff. So you can get out of your own way and like slay life. But other than inner work, the next thing, like I said, you want to meditate. You want to practice meditation on a daily basis, because when you practice meditation, you are practicing diving deeper into your subconscious mind. And when you learn how to work your subconscious mind, you learn how to work your feminine power. Okay, so whether you have to do guided meditations on apps like Headspace, maybe you join RGC for $50 a month to get access to killer courses and meditations by me and my friends, right? Whatever the case is, whether you do them guided, whether you do them by yourself, meditate and practice that on a daily basis. I've been meditating for years now, so now it's almost like I could just dive in. 3, one of the most important aspects, owning your sexuality. There is so many women out there who are literally so afraid of their sexuality, because we get taught that sexuality is taboo, we're not supposed to talk about it, but then somehow we're supposed to be really good at it. And then you have statistics that say that 70-80% of women can't even like orgasm internally. Some people can't even orgasm at all. They think something's wrong with them. They think someone's broken in their body. But really what happens is you have sexual trauma. You were never taught how to connect with your body on a spiritual, deep level. You've been having sex with people and you haven't been emotionally satisfied, and that person didn't build you an emotional container for you to feel safe in. So when you gave your body to that person, but your mind didn't feel safe, you did it anyway because we're supposed to do that, right? That's what society says. Let's just do it. You know, your body is taking on that as trauma. If you are having sex even when you don't quite feel like it, but you're doing it anyway, your body registers that as trauma. Our sexuality has been controlled. Especially when it comes to seduction, our sexuality has been controlled because they realized that when women were able to tap into that part of themselves, they could get whatever they want. They were almost hypnotizing, right? Oh, those evil little women and their powers and their yonis. But that's our power. It's soft. You know, we don't have to grab things and try to beat people up to be able to conquer. That's not feminine power. Feminine power is persuasion. It is making that person think that it was their idea to do right by you and to give you that beautiful thing. It's suggestion, persuasion, and just magnetism. But that comes from being connected to your sexuality. Owning your sexuality, feeling comfortable in your body, practicing yoni massages and massaging your own skin and just loving yourself on that deep level. If you do embodiment practices and you practice breathing orgasmic energy up your spine, you radiate this dark feminine deliciousness that everybody just wants to be a part of. And the last key is embodiment. I see this trend a whole lot in the spiritual community, especially in goddess spirituality. We want to try so hard. You know, we try our best to be feminine and to act feminine, and you know, we try our best to act feminine, and we act like this and act like this, talk like that and walk like that and dress like this, and then you'll be feminine. But that's not femininity. Femininity and dark femininity is being. It is what it is. You can't try to be what you already are. So when you tap into dark feminine energy for real, you get to this place where you are her. You are her. You don't have to be anything but who you are. All you have to do is peel back the layers of who you've been this whole time, and then that's your magnetism. That's that source within you. But when you have all these stories and lies and limitations and insecurities and limiting beliefs covering up who you are, and you think you have to dress a certain way to mold yourself into what a woman should be, then you lose touch of your feminine essence. So dark feminine energy is learning how to get back into the power and secrets of your body. Once again, your body rules over your subconscious, and your subconscious and your body are heavily tied towards each other. So learning how to connect with the body, doing embodiment exercises, that's the difference. You're not trying anything. You are stepping into the energy of becoming, of owning, of being. So you visualize her, you walk in her, and you meditate with her, and you become her. And that's dark feminine energy. It's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be felt. It's supposed to be understood on an emotional relevance. But if you really want help to do this, I have a 21-day challenge, FemBody. What literally is every single day you are doing some form of feminine embodiment practice. And it is not like information heavy. It is not gonna be like, oh, this is what you do, like make sure you walk like this and talk like that. No, this is getting back into your body, taking you there, taking you straight there through meditation, dance, movement, work, energy, getting you to go back into yourself so you can remember your power. So then if you feel stuck, if you feel like out of sorts, if you feel disconnected, if you feel numbed, if you feel alone, if you feel stagnant, if you feel broke, whatever the case is, you take that course and you remember who you are. And then you remember that you are a sorcerer. You remember that you're a sorceress and that you can have whatever you want. So you can either join RGC, which you can subscribe to only $50 a month and get access to all of my courses and classes and all types of other beautiful stuff, and community of women all over the place that are also on this beautiful journey. Or you can buy the course separately. Take the challenge, tell me your results, and I can't wait to see you later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it. It really does help us YouTubers out there. When you like videos, just a simple thumbs up can literally make a huge difference. So thank you for everyone who already did so. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye now.